And welcome back to our Jordan here. You know who the fuck it is? Downtown Dusty Dynamo, Fat Face Fabio in the motherfucking building. And with me as always,
of course, your favorite light skin in the building, Trake. My eyebrows not as good right now. I need to go see my lady. And of course, we got the man, the myth, the legend, the walk-on wizard, South Bay savant,
the Danny McBride of this media shit. All right. And we start the Jordan year off episode 23 like we start off every other fucking episode. Hating on you niggas and telling the truth. Josh, start with the questions.
Damn.
Let's go. When was the last time you puked? I'll answer first. 2 weeks ago in Atlanta. in a sink. It was a good time though.
In a sink?
In a sink, bro. It was gross.
We were
I let it sit the whole.
Okay,
Course,
okay.
Yeah, it wasn't just because of the
nervous. I didn't know if you were nervous.
A nervous puke? I didn't do a nervous puke.
Damn, that is crazy. I don't think I've ever had a nervous puke.
I've
been close.
I have.
I respect it.
I have 100%.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Dude, it's hard.
I had a close call recently, like when you feel like it, like in your
yeah,
esophagus.
yeah.
But Travis will tell you, for the most part, food makes my stomach like fucked up. But I have a pretty iron stomach when it comes to like alcohol. Like I know for a fact you've never seen me throw up.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think it's been a while for me.
I know I've been throwing up since
like
quarantine. I know for a fact.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go at least 3 years.
There's got to be some time when I got too faded and I threw up before, like in the pandemic.
But not recently. For
Not
either one of you.
recently,
But I'm
Okay.
gonna
no.
say you had a
Not-
stomach problem like 40% of the pandemic.
I mean, usually that's probably something like that.
Fair enough. Can you love two women at once?
Yeah.
I'm a believer in saying yes to this, unfortunately.
Okay.
Because I think love. First of all, love is a spectrum. I can not love you and have love for you. First of all,
Facts.
That's the thing. Like, and then I also can find different things about two different people I enjoy. And first, I feel like that's a loaded question because you can love your girl and your mom. And that's
No, I mean
women.
like
Like two women, yeah. I knew what you meant by it. Yes.
But yeah, I feel like that's not even outrageous. I feel like if you're the more worldly you are, I guess, or the more like into things that you are, that seems more apparent. Because if I like a whole bunch of different stuff, I'm leaving myself more open to inviting different type of people in. So I feel like
a mindset. I like that.
yeah, like if you only like two things, like you only care about two things involved with dating, it's gonna be very, I wouldn't say hard, but it'll be a lot easier for this question to only like one person.
Yeah.
But if I have like 46 different interests, it would make sense that like at a certain time that maybe my head could be split about this.
Okay. I like
You
that.
agree with that?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay. What's your thoughts on the KD Michael Rappaport feud?
I think KD can technically do what he wants and DMs what he wants. It's partially not his fault because the guy Michael put out the DMs, so that's like shady bitch nigga shit, if I may say,
Yeah.
But like, I mean, the only reason why they had to punish him, but do I think they really should have? No, but keep that stuff private.
I bet they didn't want to do it, but they're like, we have
exactly,
to.
we have to.
But Michael Rappaport should have never put anybody's DMs out there like that.
No.
And here's the thing though, like I always say, like you don't get to act surprised when someone does stuff you like. They're
Yeah.
Michael Rappaport's been putting out DMs. Like he has a whole show called The Shame Game on his page where people DM him and he puts them on blast.
Wow.
And he's like, and one thing KD said is like, me and Michael talk to each other crazier than this. And you can tell by the way that they were responding that they have definitely had a more
KD
wild,
was definitely just going in, and I was just
I'll
like,
say
God.
this, he definitely I think he 100% deserves a suspension. They suspended Kobe for saying some like.
I didn't say he didn't deserve it. I'm just saying they probably didn't want to do this whole thing.
I think that's like a loaded way to look at it because like you didn't want to do it. Yeah, we don't want to ever do something like that. But like that, I don't think that there's no validity to saying that because it's like, oh, we didn't want to suspend you. Well, maybe there's gay people who didn't want to be using like that connotation of like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's just like.
But it's just because it's out there, they have to do something about it.
They have to do it. That's
can't
what
Well, I
Jesus.
don't think his apology helped either. Not to cut you off. He said, "I wish they hadn't seen that." Like, there's
He didn't apologize for what he said. He said, I apologize that they had to see it.
Yeah, like
exactly.
And I get it. Like in the moment, like there's times in the moment I'll say some shit that's outlandish, and I'm not apologizing because that's how I felt in a minute. Like if he believes that Michael Rappaport sucks cocks, then he should be able to say you're a cocksucker. But the thing is I think Michael Rappaport's soft for this because at the end he was like, "Oh, I don't really like my involvement in this," and I'm like, "You can't say that when you put it out.
Yeah,
this
no.
is only a thing because of
him.
you." Yeah, and then he got butthurt because Katie brought up like him trying to sue Dave Portnoy thing and all this other stuff.
He
And
said the main thing that got him over the top was he talked about his wife.
But here's the thing, though. He didn't. This is like a bad.
Yeah, you don't do that one.
No. But hold on. There's involving someone's wife, and then there's talking about someone's wife.
He never said anything bad about his wife.
Yeah, like he never addressed her in a derogatory sense. He actually said, your wife doesn't fucking respect you.
Yeah.
That's an attack on you. That's not an attack on her. Like, there's a difference. There's like
Attack on the relationship.
Like, okay, perfect example. Like, Drake said, I'll make it ring on you like Virginia Williams, Pusha T's fiance at the time, but wife. That's talking about my wife. Now you've added my wife to a threat. But making an observational claim like, hey, I see how you move. That bitch don't respect you. Not calling his wife a bitch. But, like, that's a different thing. And it's just like, yeah, like if I'm like, oh, your boyfriend's a sucker nigga, that's not attacking her.
Sucker
that's just
nigga.
saying that nigga's a sucker. Like, there's a whole. But if I'm like, yo, bitch is fugly, that's attacking your
damn.
girl. You know what I mean?
She tastes like Cheerios.
Yeah, like.
Oh,
but
God.
don't get me wrong. You shouldn't involve women in disputes
That was
like
great.
this. Period.
Mothers, wives, and daughters, right?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. Let's make this clear. Moms are fair game.
No.
Moms are fair game, bro.
You can't talk about somebody's mom.
You can always talk about someone's mom.
You Delonte West in this bitch, or
Bro,
what?
in the terms of talking shit, here's the thing. Kids, I get.
Like the
Your
yo mama so
wife-
fat joke, or what?
Yeah, like here's the thing. Like, I don't
okay.
believe that we can be like, oh, we don't talk about moms. When literally there is a whole MTV produced show. A whole culture was built about strictly talking about
Yeah,
niggas'
mama.
moms.
That's true.
Like, the internet has never been.
Yeah, but those were just like jokes like you could say to anybody.
Bro, in the history of the internet, we have never given people the pass for their mom. I'm not going to bring up who we're talking about. Travis already said the guy's name.
Yeah.
But we all know
Oh.
we torch people about their mothers. It's a thing. When people's moms defend them, we torch them. Russell Westbrook's mom and Katie's mom both like try to defend them, or maybe not Russell, but Katie's mom. And yeah, like we're like, you're the real MVP. We honored him for that.
Okay.
But then when she said something else, we attacked the fuck out of him and his mom.
Yeah.
Mother, like even if we don't like it, it's clear mothers are fair.
Why
game,
can
bro.
you talk about moms but you can't talk about wives?
Because you chose her. That's your thing. And at one point, you have to let something go. That's why they always say, no, listen to this.
I disagree
Okay, I have a
wholeheartedly on
question.
this.
When your girl gets in the car, like, this is how you know moms are fair game. The fact that this question's even a question. Your mom and your girl are both in the car. Or,
Yes.
like, you pick your girl's at your mother's house. Who gets in the front seat? You don't even have to answer it. I don't care about the answer.
Mom.
But the fact, I don't care about the answer. The fact that that's a question proves my point. Because in the way that our society builds it, the love you have for your mother is irreplaceable.
Facts.
But at one point, you have to be a fucking man.
Facts.
And you chose your wife. So that is now the hierarchy of the situation.
What's the movie? Think Like a Man, the first one.
Yeah,
they got
he's
the mama's boy.
Yeah, like at one point, like it is we like disgrace and shun men and talk crazy about them who hold on to the fucking tit. That's like, not saying your mom's just any lady, like, but I'm just saying when we talk about like women and children. Obviously, if I don't have a girl, you can come at my mom. I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying we're gonna go hierarchy. It definitely goes your wife, your kids, your mom.
Yeah.
See, for me, I think it's levels to this shit, right? Like, it's like, I think you can go after moms in a sense if it's only in the version that he's saying of like the jokes, the yo mama joke type stuff. But if you start getting disrespectful, like, hey, yo
what I'm
mom,
saying.
hey, yo mom got a fat ass, I'm trying to beat cheeks, like, nope, it's fucking done. Like, no, I'm not here for that.
can't
Like,
take that.
exactly.
No.
Or like she
You
tastes
say
like
that, but,
Cheerios.
like people like
I can't. That's
have to
disrespect.
fight,
That's
yeah.
disrespect at that point. But
Yeah.
if you want to be like, damn, bro, your mama fat while I'm shooting a shot, I'm like, damn, like, you know, you distracted me, like, you know, stuff like that. Like, I don't know.
I know, but here's the difference, though, and also the reason why I think you can talk about moms. When you're talking about someone's mom, it's usually known that you are trying to get in that person's
That's true,
head.
yeah.
So it's like socially acceptable. Like, I said something about your mom, but bro, you know I just said that to rattle you to get you off your game. When you talk about my wife, now you're attacking my household, my family, who I'm in there with. But like to the point where Travis saying like, yeah, it might not be as serious, but we do allow niggas to talk about each other's moms. That is a normal thing. Like, and we might not want to like be aware that we're doing it, but we all have done it or do it. You know?
Yeah.
All right. Should opening day be a national holiday?
Fuck no.
It should
The
be.
only-
I
It
think
should
the
be.
Super Bowl should be, honestly. That's mine. I think the Super Bowl should be a national holiday.
And look here, Rob Manford, it should be. But as long as you and the rest of these niggas on the oatmeal box refuse to update the game, change the culture, we're not giving it to you. Don't get me wrong, as much as I can't stand you and the rest of the 1960s, I'm just like, it sucks, and I put money and I support it, but at the end of the day, I don't think Arizona didn't acknowledge Martin Luther King Day till they got the fucking Super Bowl taken away from them.
That's
you think I'm
facts.
gonna give Rob Manford opening day? Suck my dick from the back.
What do you think about Major League Baseball taking the All-Star game out of Atlanta?
I just heard this on NPR due to the voter suppression. I
Yeah.
just heard this yesterday. I think it would be great. I think it'd be, again, just sending another signal
already
to
happened.
society.
It happened.
Oh, they just pulled it?
Yeah.
Oh, lit. Then, hey, shout out to you, baseball, for doing something right. Get with the times. Like, I love it. Like, yeah, all
Yeah,
day.
because you got to think about it. Basketball did the same thing with Charlotte.
Exactly, Charlotte for the transgender for
Bathroom,
the bathroom thing, and then they did the same thing with South Carolina and Mississippi, where NCAA wouldn't have any big tournaments because the Confederate flag would roam in the states. So
I love it.
Yeah.
You can't ask me to help you. You can't ask me to support your economy. And even though, like I said, like I don't fuck with Rob Manfred like that, what they're doing, but I do contribute to baseball. I buy gear. I do all this. I'm wearing a baseball hat right now as we speak. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to go into, because it was a Georgia thing. It wasn't a strictly Atlanta thing. It was like the whole state.
No, it's a
right?
Georgia. The
it was
thing in Georgia. Yes.
And it does suck for the city of Atlanta, which is very progressive, very on the forefront since like 1950s. Like it's
for
Black
real.
Hollywood in a sense.
They went Biden.
Yeah, but the problem is just like, why should I come here and support you when you like the NF, like we don't owe you shit just because you have a team there. That's by location. Like you know our values, you know our beliefs. If you want to be a part of this as a state, because here's the thing, we know the All-Star Game is going to bring money. With All-Star Games in San Diego,
Tons
I
of
was
money.
out.
That's what they say.
Days,
They want states and cities. Cities want to feel like they're the place to be. You know, bring in the revenue and all that stuff. So if you take that away from them, it's like, oh damn, like now it's like a real serious problem.
But here's the thing: Georgia's not going to. They're not going to change that law. That guy. Not to get political, he bypassed the whole committee. He signed it on his own, basically, from what I've been told. Like, it clearly, the thoughts and ideas of the people in the surrounding area. Now, if they voted on this and this happened, I'm not saying I would fuck with it, but the process that, from what I've understood, how they went about it, they weren't concerned. Like, he knew what was happening. It was already shicey to begin with, so it's just like.
So do you think they'll bring it back then if they change it though?
Dude, he would have to. First of all, some lady, I don't know how, like, the detail of this. One of the other lawmakers in the state knocked on the governor's door. I don't know if she was told to leave, the whole thing, but she was arrested and she's facing 8 years. I'm pretty sure they didn't even give her bond yet.
Wow.
So I just feel like I don't believe that they're
It's
going to
gonna
change it in time. And it's just, I mean, there's a whole year, but I'll say this, though. Them will be smart. Like, they pull things, but they probably still have all those hotels booked for that weekend, all that, just in case. Like, the NFL had the Super Bowl, they keep 2 weeks worth of stuff, like the first week for, like, press and stuff, and the second week for the actual Super Bowl. The NFL had 4 weeks worth of hotels booked in Tampa Bay just for COVID.
Wow.
Because, there's always like a chance something happens. You know what I mean? I believe the MLB probably still has a lot of things booked to a certain degree. But and it sucks for the businesses that were already planning months in advance for this. But it's like this, like
That's huge revenue.
like exactly. But it's
Huge.
like you got to flex your power sometimes. Like the tables have turned. A lot of these businesses were very conservative for the early parts of their like coming upness, I guess, or like beginning of their origin. And now it's leaning a little bit more left, and you cannot be happy about it. I don't care about what your political stance is, but they have the right to like flex their power. Like, we don't want to fuck with you because you're doing this. So why would I give you the blessing of coming here?
Yeah.
I know, like, when we show out to show up. You know what I mean? So
You said it very well. If you could see any performer live that you haven't seen yet, who do you pick?
Prince.
Well, that was my next question. Something that if you go back in time, you'd pick Prince.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna change it because I know. 50 Cent, because I feel like if you see Mini Men live, it changes your life. I feel like Mini Men followed by Hate It or Love It back to back. 7th grade hard.
What about you?
Probably Drake.
You haven't seen Drake
No,
yet?
I've never
seen
been-
him really good.
Yeah, the only
I've
person
seen
I've
a
ever
lot
seen
of
is Chris Brown.
Yeah, you seen Drake too?
Yeah, I would say Drake versus Lil Wayne.
See, that was mine. Lil Wayne. I've never seen Lil Wayne. I love Lil
Yeah, I've
Wayne.
seen Lil Wayne, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be
and
good.
if you go back in time to see any performer, who would you see? Like, I'd love to see Michael Jackson. I think it'd be pretty cool.
I'd want to go to a specific event. I'd want to go to the that Woodstock thing with the Jimi Hendrix and see him do the whole what is it, the national anthem, right, or something like that with the guitar. Is that the
I
one?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely going Prince.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Bro, this nigga performed Purple Rain at the Super Bowl in the middle of it raining, and there's a story that says before he gets on stage in heels. This nigga's in heels in the rain. And apparently there's a story that, like, when it starts raining right before he gets on stage, they're like, hey, we don't know what's going to happen safety-wise. Like, it's raining. Are you okay with going out? And apparently he looks at the guy and says, is there any way to make it rain more? Fucking legend.
That's awesome.
Would you rather see an all-time concert or an all-time game?
Game for me.
Yeah, because I have an iPod.
I mean,
It is a different experience.
yeah,
I love
yeah,
concerts, but you can say you were somewhere. Like I I think it's Rondo's second game with the Mavs, and I thought it was about to be this thing. I thought we were about to go like on this championship run. Like in that moment, that was I saw that was like kind of like an all-time game, not all-time game, but the year the Warriors won their first ring. I saw the Christmas Day game burst in with the Clippers when they come back and beat the Clippers.
That's lit.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
like, and that was my first NBA game ever. So like,
that's awesome.
That's not like an all-time game, but if I got that hyped off of that, like,
yeah.
I can't imagine if I saw Game 7 when Vince Carter hits the shot over the Spurs, or that wasn't Game 7, it was like Game 3, but like a playoff game like that
from the corner.
Like if I saw like a game winner, I don't know what I would.
Like imagine being at like Game 6 with the finals when Ray Allen hits that shot. Like, oh my god. Like,
yeah.
Or Kawhi.
Yeah. Or Kawhi.
Like Game 7.
Yeah. Oh god.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit's wild.
Yeah.
That shit's wild. Or Super Bowl, Tom Brady, 3 coming back from 328. Like I'd want to be there. No offense, sorry.
Don't get me wrong. There are concerts. I'm fine. I love
okay, I'm gonna say I didn't even think of it. I honestly just like that's just something I want to be.
And let me clear the air on this.
Your face got so serious.
I'll say this. I love all my teams. I'll defend everybody. You know, I regularly have to fight for Matt Ryan. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. People always like it's the Falcons. No, the more disappointing team I've ever followed is the Braves because they give me the false hope. The Falcons have only done this to me once.
Yeah,
the Braves have gone to the NLCS
a number of times,
about 8 times in my life, and we have 1 ring. Like, you know what I mean? That's way. We just lost 3-1. Like, come on.
Oh god.
What was I gonna say? But like concerts, there are certain concert series. Like I've seen, this is like years ago, but Bad Boy had like a 25, So Def had like a 25-year reunion concert in Atlanta, and that would be more. Cause you got like Ludacris, Usher, Jagged Edge, Mary J. Blige, like Jay-Z came out, like
that's
like
sick.
something like that, and like they're all kind of on stage together. Like Lil Wayne, Ludacris, and Lil Jon did fucking Lovers and Friends into and like I've seen the video. I'm like, that might be better.
What's
than
that video
game.
when DMX and they're like, we don't have concerts like this, and it's like the DMX. He's like, what?
I think he's in Germany.
And then like he like turns the thing, and it's like
that shit's crazy,
and it's
bro.
a sea of people. You're like,
Speaking
holy
of which,
shit.
Prayers to DMX. He's in ICU apparently right now.
Oh really?
Yeah, he might have overdosed this morning. So but prayers to the fucking dog.
Yeah, all for real. I was wondering who was gonna do it, and I was like, don't do it, Trav. Don't do it.
All right, being the low life piece of shit that I am.
Sheesh.
Today actually is my Twitterversary, which usually wouldn't matter to me. Been on Twitter 11 years.
Veteran in the game.
Yeah, veteran in the game, if you will. And
It takes Twitter so serious. I love it.
I don't take Twitter serious, but it kind of goes back to this. I feel the reason why this Twitter thing is a big deal to me right now is through 11 years we've seen so many phases of Twitter. Twitter's a big. It's like the original social media to me.
We've seen trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
Exactly.
You know?
And we're going to touch on that too. But you know why? It's because Twitter is in a civil war right now between us older wily vets and these young bucks who are sensitive about fucking everything.
Yes.
And then what's also funny is the best part about Twitter is Twitter's been horny from the start though. Also,
super horny.
I used to be, and I quote saying, if I don't see titties once every 7 tweets, I'm not following the right people.
I used to see some raunchy shit, bro. I used to hate going through the stream and you'll just go, you'll be in public. Whoa, shit!
Like I will say this: way before Future, way before it became cool, the first time I ever saw a nigga stick a thumb in a butt was like a Twitter clip, and I was like, oh, this is a thing. Like I didn't know that this was like a thing.
It's a thing.
But like the reason why I say this is just because like Twitter has just gotten. I love that it's gotten political. Like
I really do love that. I do.
Spreads, but also Twitter is a place where like narratives can be spread instantly.
Oh yeah, facts.
Twitter kind of like, don't get me wrong, media coverage will always be the shitty part of the story will always be amplified. Like when someone's like accused of something and then they don't come back, and then we never praise them when it's not true. We just brush it under the rug, act like, oh, we didn't just say it, and then you're stuck with that context forever. Twitter has amplified that to like the 700th degree, but the jokes are so fucking funny.
Like I fucking love memes. I love that we're gonna go down as a generation of like pictures, caption phrase. We all know what we're talking about, and it's fucking hilarious. Like I just fucking love it. Or like the editing. Like for instance, I was watching Shrek 2 yesterday. You know the whole scene when they're in the cabbage, and Shrek just wants some peace and quiet, and Donkey comes by, he keeps doing that bop noise, and then like exactly, and then the one they edit it, and it's the alarm sound for the iPhones. Fucking love that shit because it touches everybody. Like fuck fuck, I hate that shit. Like, I fucking love it.
So there's a couple things I want to thank Twitter for. Twitter, I like to thank you for. I remember the first time I saw Twitter. It was literally on the news. It was like a new thing. This is how old we are. We used to go to school. Fuck, when did high school start? 7:09.
Like 7:15. It was a weird time.
So like I'd be up at like 6 and I'm watching the news. It's the news, Saved by the Bell, like whatever the fuck I'm watching. Like usually some old shit in the morning. But I remember the first time I saw Twitter, I was like, bro, who the fuck? And this is crazy coming from me. But I'm like, who the fuck would want to read your thoughts? Like, who this? I'm like, write a book. I literally told my mom this. I swear to God, and she laughs because she's like, you have never looked back on the Twitter thing. Like,
no.
Yeah, like my dad follows me, and he's just sometimes I can just tell when he's reading my tweets, and he's just looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Like, I raised you. But Twitter, I'd like to thank you for a couple of things, letting me know I'm not the only one that crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Letting me see titties at any point of the day.
Yeah.
Also, making elevator rides really awkward when I open my Twitter and the sound is just on my phone and anything can pop up. Being self-aware of your surroundings. Twitter in confined spaces makes you very aware about what
it
you're
does.
about to
Like
do.
when that one video was spreading like wildfire, where technically anyone can do it with any video, but you just pop it open. It's the girl moaning for no goddamn reason, just all crazy like.
Well, not even,
that's happened to me 3 times in public where it was like bad. Like you're just in an area, it's like,
and you're just like,
fuck, how do you turn it off? You can't find the switch in the thing.
Twitter, I'd like to thank you for, DMs, the slide.
Yeah, the
I would
slide.
like to thank Twitter for any woman I've hit with, and I quote, I'm not really on here too much. You should let me get your number so we can keep talking.
Yes.
Batting at least 800% from the field.
Wow,
yeah.
sheesh.
It worked well. I'm not saying I fucked every time, but because you got to remember, back in the day, now you can access women at any point. Like,
That's
even if
scary.
she doesn't like you can find a way to get in contact.
It's scary.
Comments, messages. Back then, you had to have some, balls-ish.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't even enough people on Twitter that, it was, having, shit. I know for a fact I was the first one of my friends to get 500 followers. And I remember that being, a thing. That, Zoe's got 500. But I was just like, but you don't understand. I was like, bro, you know how many chicks I've had to follow, shoot a shot, and then she don't respond, then I'll unfollow, and then I reshoot a shot.
I feel like, and to go off of your point as well, I feel like the DM game changed as well. Back in the day, I feel like you had to have more skill in your actual DM chopping game than you do right now, due to all the resources you have.
Well, I think the DM also changed too, because remember when Twitter came out, it's 20...
You had a 2011, I thought.
Yeah, it's 20... Oh, no.
No. I'm 2011. You're something else.
But, you got to think about this. Screenshotting wasn't a thing
Oh,
like it
God.
is now.
Yep.
That's what changed the DM game.
Snapchat changed the fucking game.
Well, no, Snapchat was snitching on niggas.
God.
Me and you specifically have gotten in so much trouble. All right, me and Travis...
Rest in peace, Trav.
Rest in peace to the gang.
Because I'm fresh to death.
You want to know what's real camaraderie? I'd get a snap, Travis get a snap, it'd fuck up our best friends, and I text Trav, bro, I need you to send me 9 snaps right now.
Who lets you DM people on the open and then hey, you want to see who their top 3 people are, top 5? Here you go, free access. And then let's also make it so if you don't do it that often, you get 1 snap, 2 snaps from a chick. She's your number 2 best friend. So right now, spam me. It's too late. It's been screenshotted.
We're dead. Bless my bitch ass.
We're dead.
No, see, that wasn't even. No, this is what made it worse. So then they take away. I know we're supposed to be talking about Twitter, but fuck, we'll talk about social media in general. We were supposed to. Don't they say fuck? I blinked for a second. Oh, so when they took away the best friends, remember they added the emojis next to it. So now it's even. So it went from me in public to, now we'll have. Your girl can't see it directly, but if she sees your phone, it just went from the 3 people that you might get in trouble for. And out of the 3, there's probably out of the 3, it's always one of your
You're
guy
telling me
friends.
there's a yellow heart next to the name? What's that for?
Bro, you know what the worst is? It's always the 3 for me would always be one of my boys, maybe some rando person that you only talk to through Snapchat. We all had someone we just do funny shit that we like doing, and then it's always the chick she told you she doesn't like, or the one you're bro, don't
worry about her.
That's my guy.
Don't worry about her.
Don't worry about her. And then guess
That's
what?
the one you worry about.
No, bro. Oh my fucking dude. Okay,
like I said.
But leading into that, actually, that was a good segue. We're gonna go into a different little segment that we have that started a couple weeks when we had our boys from What's on the Menu, Dale and Will here, and it's words that women say. There are certain words that women use.
Ah, yes.
And I think today we attack women supposedly, allegedly.
There's some truth there.
I like to call it observational, tactical insertion. But today we're gonna do something along those lines. But I think we should help the men. You know, we should help our brothers in the fight against not getting pooned or being curved or just being aware. And don't worry, ladies, we had this version coming for you. But today we're gonna do definitions.
Okay.
Throw some words out to you guys. We're gonna play a little bit of different roles. I'm gonna say things you guys tell me what you think these words and phrases mean.
Okay.
And then I'll give my opinion at the end, but we'll see.
Okay. Let's do it.
To start this off, actually, we won't even do it. Travis, what is a woo girl?
Oh, woo girl, yes, woo. Yes, so a woo girl is your classic, woman. It could be of any race, of course, any woman. And they just say woo for everything. Like, you go on Sunday, oh, guys, there's a mimosa deal. Woo! Yes, oh, oh, guys, I thought I forgot to turn off the stove. I didn't turn off the stove. It's like, let me call my girlfriend. Oh, it turns out I did. Woo! That girl, that's a woo girl.
Would you say that the woo has a trickle down?
What do you mean, like?
Do you think the woo inspires other woo?
Oh, of course. I mean, one woo turns into that woo, and then you can get the table over there to woo, and then it's just everyone's
contagious
woo.
wooing.
Exactly, it's a woo. It spreads faster than Corona. It's lit.
The term, not best friend, bestie.
For a guy?
We'll do both guy and girl.
So a girl calls a guy her bestie.
Just her, yeah.
Just the bestie.
Hey, pal, look at me here.
Pal.
If she calls you bestie, you just move on. Don't get mad. You didn't do anything wrong. She loves you, but she ain't the one.
I got it.
Carry on, my friend.
Thoughts?
I think you have two things. It depends on where you're at there. Either you need a fucking hit right there within the next fucking... you need a hit right then and there within the next 2 days, or reverse the camera and go back to my pal Josh's here's things and move on.
DJ Unk that shit, my nigga. Walk it out. But no, the reason why I say is because I believe if she says, oh, that's my best friend, oh, that guy's in no position to be anywhere. But bestie, it's shorter, and I believe it's temporary. Because women go through friends. Like, a lot of chicks that we know, like not even chicks we know, women, period. If you ask women, like, how many friends do you have from high school? A few. But their bestie is whoever's their best friend for that moment.
That's a good.
Let me. All right, you go.
If I may. So, because I like to turn it into the other one there, right? Good segue in there. So when a girl calls another girl her bestie, what I think instantly is I think, well, they obviously fucked the same dude. So fucking
Hey, can we talk about this? Can we talk about bestie is code word for Eskimo sister.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I think if a girl calls another girl her bestie, I'm like, you guys have obviously fucked the same dude at least once.
Whoa, I didn't even think about that.
It's like, yeah,
I got a question. Hey, Josh, how many bestie relationships?
That's why I said it. That's why I thought of it like that.
Let me ask you guys a question. If a girl throws a Y at the end of your name, like Zoe or like Travi, does that mean you have any chance of hitting after that?
Really? For me personally, yes.
I
hate it, bro.
I'm one of those dudes though. I'm very like
I think so.
Like one of my boys just had to talk me off a ledge, and Travis's associate. She does this to me too. I hate when people in general call me by my first name.
Oh, yeah. Oh, if you and the Y, you want hands,
bro. Like I used to have a rule.
That's bad.
Exactly. Because, all right. So here's the thing. The women in my family call me Zoe. Like my mom, my grandma, my aunties.
Your family.
Yeah, like bro, like I was 23 inches when I came out. My mom's only 5 feet tall. I came out 40% of your height. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna argue with you, my guy. That's a big loading screen for a small lady. You know what I mean?
Buffering.
Yeah. So like women will get like around like if I'm like bold enough to bring them around my family, which doesn't happen too often, but like it does. Or they'll be around other chicks who have been around my family, then they get that type of comfort. And I get it. But it's just like, we're not there. But then I also hate when they call me by my full name and they're like, Alonzo. But because no one calls me.
No one calls you.
Like, this is probably the 4th time this year I've actually said my full name out loud when I haven't been having to talk to someone or confirm something.
Or the government.
Yeah, like if I talk to, obviously, like I'm not going to be mad at my tax lady for calling me by.
I call you Alonzo, but I've known you for a long time.
Yeah, but like, no, but here's the thing, you refer to me as Zoe. Like, I'll see, like, you'll tell a story, like, I'll be with you and you'll be like, oh yeah, me and Zoe went to go do something. But then you'll call me Alonzo, which most of my female friends, they do that. But that shit pissed, like, My boy was like,
That's
bro,
funny.
but he was just like, you have to understand, like, there's different levels, and like women take ownership in their male relationships very differently, and they try. I think at all times, women try to show supremacy without them even knowing, or trying to differentiate themselves from your other either female friends or the group of friends you're in. Mm-hmm. So I notice a lot of my female friends that do hang out with the guys, they call me Alonzo, and I feel like they do that to like establish that there is a like, yeah, you're my homie, but like I'm not one of your homeboys like that. Like you are
like
Alonzo. And I can respect it. Like when he broke it down to me like that, I was like, I get it. But then also I'll say this like, oh, dude, out of my illustrious body count, there's probably only been like 3 chicks who actually called me Alonzo, and one of them knew me from when I was like in elementary school. Like, this was like a retro fuck. So I was like, I'm giving you
a retro fuck.
Like, like I got some like pussy I should have gotten 02.
Got some vintage head real quick.
You know, I like to backtrack the statement slightly on that one to go back and say like I think I still most likely would hit or could hit if they call me Travie, but I would like to backtrack it to just to the point where at least I know they thought about it.
Yeah,
I'd go there at least.
It's the thought that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I have this one. 2 technically different words, but they can go either way. I think they're very much. The new one, twin, for men and women.
Yeah.
And the term like a brother.
Okay, I would like to touch on the second one.
Like a brother?
Because twin is like a new thing. I'm not really into that yet. You guys could probably go on that more.
Yeah.
Okay, like a brother. Pal, look again.
Pow.
She calls you like a brother. It's even worse than bestie. All right,
It is.
Hey, this isn't step brother. Don't get your head out.
I was going to say, porn has made it so niggas is out here fucking their brothers. Their sister girls are out here fucking their brothers.
Yeah, girls watch it too. Like, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, like they look. Yeah.
hey, you're not that kind of brother. Just be a friend. Don't try to hit because it's over. You know,
See,
that ship sailed.
But I think women are very. I think there's power in words. I think she
They
goes,
stole the black pearl.
No,
Let's go.
Let's go, buddy.
I'll say this. I've had chicks call me brother and been like, I can't fuck. But like a brother, totally different. Because people fuck their cousins and they like their brothers. Like, you know what I mean? I think like the wording. That's another one where like the wording is like a big deal.
That's
Because
the fact
I
that
also
this is a
believe
topic
women
is
use
great.
that as a shield to fuck niggas and get away without telling people. Like,
classy.
oh, that's my. You know what I
Classy move.
You-
Classy, man. Tip of the hat. Where's that gift with the little kid at the Yankees game with the respect? Like, you know, like, yo. And so for the twin, I feel like there's potential. You know, I feel like there's potential. But most likely the ship has sailed. Like, you know, like thought about it, but you should know what stage you're at. If you've been being called twin for over 2 months, buddy, pack the bags.
No,
it's done. It's done.
I think twin is more based off how fast.
3 weeks though. 3 weeks. Move fast. Go in for the kill because there's no harm there. No harm, no foul. Go in for the kill. If you weren't, pack the bags. Sayonara. Like,
I think
it's done.
twin is based off how soon she uses the phrase. You know what I mean?
See,
like,
what stage of the twin are you at?
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
like I'll say it's like if one of my homegirls that I've been friends with for like 12 years is like all of a sudden twin, I'm like, nah, my nigga, that's a little off because like I'd rather just be like, oh, he's like a brother, and just I know I'm not fucking, like that's straight. Like,
Let's put it
I
this
already
way.
knew I wasn't fucking, but don't just start calling me twin a decade in, and then I'm just like,
Let's put it this way: if you're still at Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, you know, good, go for the kill. But if you're on Life on Deck, get the fuck out of there. All right, get the fuck out.
if you've officially hit the spin-off series,
Exactly, get
like,
the fuck out.
Yeah, like
If this Corey in the White House, get the fuck out.
y'all were Rugrats, and now you're all grown up.
Exactly.
Get the fuck
Get
out.
the fuck out.
That's hilarious.
Okay, and this one's good. This is a good one because I feel like this is a bold-faced lie. BFF.
What, best friends for life? Like,
First of all, none of you bitches like each other. It's a joke. Calm down. Secondly, not you, but them. Because I already know I'm going to get flagged for that one. Go.
All right, you're saying BFF girl to guy?
what's it
No,
stand
let's
for
go
again?
girl to girl.
What,
with this
BFF?
one. Because I feel like I'll say as many
It's the best friend. It wasn't really
Best
stand
friend
for-
forever.
Yeah.
Oh, forever,
I would
forever.
say this, I have a lot. I've never heard this blasphemous statement. Like if a woman call me her BFF, you want to know? I'll say this. I got homegirls who call me this. Like you're like a brother. They refer to me as their cousins. Cool. I don't want to fuck them, but do not just assume I'm going to be around for life. Like that's an assumption.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, like I don't know where my wallet is right now. How am I supposed to judge what our friendship's going to be in 10 years?
Okay, so best friend forever. That's funny you brought that one up. I think Biffle was the original, by the
Oh,
way.
Biffle, yes. That was like, now it's weak, but in high school we definitely.
That's funny. There's a gamer
people
named
were
Biffle.
People
That's
were
nice.
definitely saying like, I
All
know
the time.
we've all used that acronym at one point. And like,
I'm bad with acronyms, so no.
you're bad with words.
Exactly.
I don't think you guys out there know what forever means because you guys are goddamn liars. The BFFs that I knew back in middle school are not BFFs anymore for the
Fact.
most part. If you get called BFF, I'm going to retract my statement from earlier. You can still fuck. That has happened. I've seen it many times, actually.
You know, but I'll say this, guys. Be aware. The BFF, I feel like this. You're either always been in love with each other, or like you go into it, or you stop fucking with each other, and then you got some throwback. Like, you know, it's like, and I'm gonna say this. As a man who did conquer a lot of hills that I wanted at one point, but later in life, it's not always what it's cracked out to be. Because you're basing, like, you know what's so weird? Because you probably really liked that person at that time, and now you don't. And it's like, in the primal instinct is taking over. And we can be honest as men. I feel like the intimacy isn't like you wanted the intimacy along with the sex. Not saying like you wanted to make love. Not saying it wasn't just like, oh, I want cheeks. But I'm not gonna say you feel empty because you got guts.
I mean, there's something there.
Yeah,
I mean,
there was something.
You're chasing. You're doing something. You're doing an action now that you wanted to do earlier back in the day because you felt that. So you want that same energy to be over there. But sorry, this is 10 years later.
Yeah, like,
you know,
like,
it's just not there.
You can't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Have I slept with women that I only did because 16-year-old me wanted to sleep with them, and now I was like 21 to 23. Yeah, but it's never gonna be as satisfying as when you were 16.
Yeah, of course.
Not saying that you shouldn't do it or try to reconnect with that person. It's
do it for pride.
Yeah, and there's like, and the worst part is, it's never like when you do it, it's never like as you just don't feel as not as good. I wouldn't say that, but it's never the feeling that you think you're gonna get. I'm not saying you have like a hole in yourself or anything like that, but it never feels whatever desire you actually want, unless you end up really dating that person or getting back with them or like, you know, being friends again for real. But for the most part, you hit, and then you're just like, now when you rarely do run into them, it's even like, damn, we did that. That was either it's either super fun, or you're just like, you know what, I could have won without that.
So, gentlemen, in a nutshell, Biffle, BFF, it's obviously just the worst one. Gets the fuck out.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm not gonna lie.
get out.
Yeah, BFF. Yeah, that's my.
It's the worst.
That one's you. Gotta
Nothing good is coming out of BFF.
You need a 10-year, 5-year plan for one of those. Okay, I got one. Here we go. When a woman tells you, "I'm done."
Oh, it depends what context.
Yeah,
you're saying.
honestly, because I'm still in there half the time when I'm thinking.
Travis has been done for like the last 10 years.
I was gonna say this. I was talking.
I don't even know what that means. Keep going.
I'm gonna put a girl on blast real quick. I was talking. Me, Travis, and his lady. We went to the dry wins last week, and I was throwing this idea at her. You know what I mean? I was like, "What do you think if we do this? Like, talk about keywords?" And I said, "I'm done." And she said the exact thing that I was gonna say. She said, "For the record, every time I said I'm done, I've never been fucking done." And I was just like, facts. Because I believe when a woman's done, she doesn't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had that segment about that.
Yeah, like when it's done, it's like, because you know what's funny? When she's done, you're not even blocked anymore. She just removes you from her followers. She just takes your phone out. She might hit you with a DNA. Do not answer. You know what I mean?
And think about it from the male aspect of how many times, like, you know, obviously because there's similarities there. Like, how many times have you to your boy, "I'm done with you. Like, I'm done." Like, that's still your fucking boy. That's still your guy right there.
I've been done with bitches I was never even started with.
There you go. So, like, no, if I hear like I'm done with you, like if you're telling me I'm done with you, you're not fucking.
I'm done just means I'm very frustrated.
Exactly. I'll come back to you about 20 minutes.
Hey, I'm gonna go get a Slurpee. I'll be right back.
Hey, you want some boba? You want me
I saw something.
You want a Pazuki?
I saw something, and I saw two things this week, and it made me think about both of these. It was one was, don't text. I'm not that ex that you can text when you're down bad, nigga. I'm gonna hope even the worst on you. And I was like, that's fucked up. But then I also saw one that said, what is like, if we break up, don't text me because I'm gonna text your toxic ass back. And I was like, I've been both these people at one point. Like, I've been this bitch. Like, Travis has seen me literally see a text and throw my phone across the room. Just literally just be like,
flung it.
Just for me, for when this nigga goes to the bathroom, for me to go pick it up and be like, oh, my bad.
Hey, oh, my bad.
Yeah, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean what I said.
That's great.
Okay. I also have this one. How do we feel? And this isn't a keyword, but I think about this because you've been in a relationship for a while. You've been in a couple different relationships. How do we judge the chick? I said a couple. Not like that's bad. Like
No,
this nigga's damn near like 30, bro. Like, like how do we feel about the woman who has an empty purse?
An empty purse.
Like, think about the function of a purse.
Don't get me. Okay, you're about to go. Make
I already
me
know.
go off right now. Honestly,
Do your thing.
Oh,
the
God.
floor is yours.
Go King.
Fuck. All right, if I could have a segment right now, yeah, put it on. Put it on. Thank you. Hey, if I could have a quick segment right now for all ladies watching this, all right. I don't know what this empty purse deal is, but I'm about to go off. Your purse is supposed to be like you have a purse to put things in, right? Your wallet, your brushes, your makeup, God knows what, your keys. Why is it that? And I am gonna put every woman in a thing here. I'm dying on this hill. Why does every single woman misplace every goddamn thing? Every goddamn thing. They can't find it. I'm going to the car. Struggle. It's in your purse. It should be in the purse. Why is it not in the purse? Your keys, your phone. Oh my God, I can't find my phone right now. Where's my phone? Why don't you have a special pocket for your purse? I can't pull my. Oh, we're about to pay at the window right now. Oh, can I get my debit card? Oh my God, I can't find the debit card. Like what is the point of the purse? What is the function of the purse if you can't find anything that's in it? I just can't I just don't understand it. It's. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I can give a top,
get it together.
Top 5 list of things that blow my mind about. You know what's so funny? I made that like joke about the Girl Scouts, and like the purse is supposed to be like, no, what's the Boy Scout motto? Like always ready or something like that. I think it's like something
Yes.
like that. The purse is the scout bag. You know what like grinds my gears? If I look at one of my homegirls or if like I'm out on a date or I'm talking to some chick, and I'm like, I need something regular. Gum, chapstick, maybe a charger. Your Louis Vuitton bag weighs 20 pounds. What do you have in there? A body? Like, that shit, that, like, it's never like the thing that really bothers me is, first of all, women have so many cards. They always have, like,
Blockbuster.
Bro, they have, like, like, I think, what's it called? A clutch? Is that the whole thing? Yeah, the clutch. I don't understand. Like, no, it's crazy. Women who don't even go outside have that many friends all have 46 debit cards.
Why do you still
16 frequent punch cards, like pictures of relatives they've never even
Why
met.
you still got Why you still got the Holiday Inn and fucking card for 2 fucking months? What the fuck?
Let's talk about this. How do we feel? How do you feel if this is like a scenario? We'll just throw this out there. How do you feel if you're on a date and a chick pulls out her, or like you're somewhere with a young lady, maybe you're dating, not your girlfriend yet, but
maybe
you're dating.
friends.
You're in proximity. She dumps her bag. We've all seen women literally, do the bag dump. It happens. You gotta
dump the bag?
Yeah, you gotta dump the bag. How do we feel if you do it and you notice there's like 3 hotel cards in there? If you're dating her, she flips it over. There's one. We'll make her a class lady. She's got one for the Marriott Courtyard, one for the Omni Hotel. And we'll throw an obscure one. She's got one for Radisson's. I don't even know if there's even Radisson's anymore.
Yeah, the Radisson's one scares me a lot. But
the
Omni,
that's where you go to cheat.
Yeah. The Omni is like, is she banging the players? Because all the Padre opponent teams go to the Omni.
Don't be that specific. Don't be like a high class restaurant.
Okay.
No, I didn't mean that one specifically. But we did talk about this.
Yeah,
so I get what you're saying.
we can conclude that multiple hotel cards in the bag, it's just not a good look.
Yeah.
Can
you tell a lot about a woman by the contents of her purse, or does it not matter?
Yeah,
I think a little bit. I will say I'm pretty basic to what I feel like I've seen a lot of the purses. A lot of it's just like a little bit of here, touch up makeup. The wallet, the phone.
What are the red flags in the purse?
An empty designer purse. Always
empty designers is stupid.
Because why do you need a purse this big, this nice, if there's nothing to
I actually don't really
secure?
have a problem. Like, for me, it's when they try to find things and they misplace things that really grinds my gears, because I understand the purpose of the purse. Now, what you want to put in your purse, to me, truthfully, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's your thing. Put the charger. Put whatever you want in the purse. For me, it's when you can't find things. It's like, that's what it's for. Yeah. Like, there's like jeans for me. right pocket phone, back left or back right wallet, and then front left keys. Like that's where they go. Like that's
You want to
my purse.
pickpocket Travis? You always put his wallet in his back right pocket.
Back right pocket. So for girls, I'm like, okay, you have a purse that's designed for this.
Yes.
Pocket over here, let's put the wallet. Open bag, let's put the keys. Like this pocket on the right side, let's put the makeup. But why, when I get to the drive-thru, we're scavenging to find these things? I was like, God damn it!
No, see, because I'm the opposite.
Scavenging.
I rather see. Because I think what Travis is saying, I think doesn't bother me as much because that's more of a timing situation. If you start if we're in the middle of line and it's like your night to buy the movie tickets, don't start looking when we get to the window. Do it in line.
Geez.
So that so I don't mind.
But it should be easy accessibly. Like we get to the car and I'm out there, feet up, lay on the car. It's like, yeah, take your time. It's like 5 minutes. Where the keys?
See, I don't judge the not finding it because I've had classes with this nigga and I've seen him not find homework that's in his backpack before. So I feel like it's a very similar idea. Like in the sense, like we know it's in here. Yeah. So just prepare yourself early enough
to find it.
Okay. What bothers me is you weigh $120 and your bag's 30 pounds and there's nothing in here that's actually like
usable.
Yeah, like what is the point of this big ass bag?
Clout.
Like, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. I got Coral Ones. I got RIP to my breads. You know what I mean? I get everything can be for clout. Like anything. That's it. You can do that for anything. Like I'm not gonna hold on to that one in a sense because they're small Louis Vuitton bags. There's big ones. If you chose the big nice purse,
clout.
Like I'll say this, I'd rather have a chick who has a average
Michael Kors.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna shame. Yeah,
Kate Spade.
That's average. It's good. It's a good bag.
Yeah,
it's a good bag.
It's not 2012 anymore, nigga.
Well,
but
fuck.
I didn't say that, but Twitter told me that.
you're a piece of shit.
Twitter told me that. Twitter also told me that Kate Spade has been moved to the older women. So I got my mom a lot of Kate Spade the last 2 years.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good move. They're nice bags. Even as a man, I was like,
Hey,
good leather.
Put me on game.
Yeah, great quality. I was like,
Coach
I
out
want one. Yeah, I was like, hey, for the 150, 170 I spent on this for my mom, I feel like every dollar was earned from
Do
that.
they make these in duffel?
But what bothers me is just like, what was the point of all this to not have anything in it? It's no different. Like, my policy on like designer wallets.
Yes,
niggas have designer wallets and
are
red in their debit account. That don't make no sense to me, my nigga. But that's just me. And don't get me wrong. I live at home and got fucking 17 pairs of shoes. You can say this. It goes.
Hey, I got a designer wallet. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
I'm
got out the red.
Like, hey, honestly,
he's out the red though.
2.5 years ago.
Check the credit score. But yeah, I think that bothers me more. Is just like, why did you? We get it. Anything can be for clout. So I'm not like holding that just to the bag. But it's like now the actual. I question like your logical.
Why'd you need this space?
Yeah, what's the
so
functionality of this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so what's the real function of having all of this space to put 3 things in there?
Like, have you ever taken a backpack somewhere and then realized when you got there, it's like, brother, I could have probably.
Yes.
I didn't either need one of these and the other one that's in the front pocket
All
of
the
this
time.
backpack, I could have just held in my hand.
All the time.
Like, I hate, like, shit like that bothers me because I just don't like wasting space.
So it's a function thing.
Yeah, it's a
the
function.
timing thing for me. It's a function thing for them.
Okay, and to close out this segment, how do you respond to the? Because I don't even know this is gonna be that funny. It's just how you guys already know. I was like, how to respond to the? Well, we were on vacation.
What, like the girl says that?
Because here's the
and
thing.
that's why she fucked homeboy?
No. I'm not even there yet. I'm not even there. No. I'm not even there yet. I always laugh at because there's tiers of the friend group. You know what I mean? There's the group chat.
Okay.
There's the group chat minus 2 people that probably are like someone else's like side friend that probably got added to the group chat. There's a group chat of all the people you actually like from the original group chat. And then there's a group chat of like okay, we're going to go somewhere. So we took some of the other people out the group chat. But I believe there's tiers of that with women. Because there's I'll share a hotel room with my homegirl. Then there's let's go to Vegas and be 8 deep. Then there's oh, my man said he's going to fly me out or like he'll pay for all of us. But I'm in his room. You bitches got to figure out everything. But he'll take us everywhere else. But he's not paying for y'all's room. There's 80 of you. You can figure that out.
That's a good nigga.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like, yeah. He's like, bro, you can pay for your stay. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't contributed to a woman's hotel room before because I'm just like, I don't want you near what I'm about to be doing. So you know what? Here's $100 added to whatever fuck you and your little friends are gonna do over there.
Wow.
But who I'm with, do their thing.
Bang.
So, how do we feel about the tier group? How do we feel about the way a woman? What's a red flag when a woman that you're talking to, dating, interested in, reflects on her vacation? Because I got a couple red flags.
Go for it.
Yeah, I like to hear this.
Red flags and not red flags. Guys, there are ways to navigate and be aware of vacation photos. One, precursor. Be aware that the vacation does not end when she gets home. There will be story posts there. There will be relive story posts about a week later. There will also be a post 2 months later that says, and I quote, "Take me back." Unquote.
Unquote.
Red flags. Be aware how many days she was there.
Okay.
You were in Miami for a weekend, maybe 36 hours.
Wow.
You probably don't need to go back. 2, be aware of how many bathing suits she has. Don't know why, but if I notice it's been multiple days, you get the bathing suit out twice. I'm not judging. You know what I mean? You might not. You might have just only tanned in that bathing suit the first day. Not judging. You know, it's a bathing suit. You know what I mean? Niggas wear jeans multiple times. You know, some chicks might wear a bra 2 days in a row. I don't fucking know. I don't live there. You know what I mean? But
live there.
I don't live there in that space. You know, be aware of that. That's a big deal. You know what I mean? But the flags you have to be aware of. Comforting moments. Lots of group photos. Should be aware though. Who's taking this picture? Angles. There's a lot of meals. You know what I mean? If there's a lot of intimate settings, only one person across from her, and that person don't got their nails done, be aware. Be aware of the friend that she says she's going to meet when she's down there.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of Instagram stalking. You're going to have to play this one by ear, guys. But don't worry. One of her friends will fuck up and tell you.
Most likely.
If you play it calm and you don't ask too many questions but the right ones, you'll figure out, is that really her guy friend? Is he actually just connected in the city? The number one thing you got to be aware of is, back to what we were saying about the group message thing, who did she draft in her starting 5? Did she bring her friend who doesn't like doing anything, who's going to be the DD all weekend? That's why they rented the car. Did she invite her whole friend who only has $10 but is out every weekend?
Getting free drinks.
Did she invite the chick who has actual game? Because the whole friend is scary. And the one who has game is scary.
That's the one who's scary.
The one who has game, but the thing about the chick who has game is, completely ran into a young lady recently. She had mouthpiece, you know what I mean? She can just put her friends in good positions.
They have to kill it, though.
The friend has to make the choice.
They have to make
but
the goal
also,
for the kill.
The person who, the girl with game, is like the coordinator of the vibes. So she's not always with the whole vibe. She can just be like, she's the friend who's like, oh, we should do this, we should do that. Oh, I met these guys, they're cool. She's a chick who tricks you into thinking like, damn, I spent $100 on these bitches and I didn't fuck, but they were cool. Not like you're happy about it, but it was cool. You don't know in the moment that's happening. But fellas, you gotta be aware of the vacationness of this. First of all, where are they going? Is this somewhere that's a Southwest frequent flight? If she's going to Tulum,
be careful.
It might be, be aware. Be aware.
If I may.
The floor is yours.
What I find intriguing about this conversation, for me, not so much the worry, but the red flag for me, right? Because we said how many times are you going to come back to this Instagram photo? Number one, what type of photo it is. Most likely, cheeks are out. As, hey, everyone wants to show their goods. Now, here's the question. How many times for me is that thirst? Because every single one, to me, is a thirst trap. Every single one, it's attention. You need the attention. So how many times does she want the attention? That's where I'm going with that.
I know.
That's
I don't know if they're always thirst traps because the friend pick isn't all like.
Okay, that one I can respect. But here's the thing, though. But as
the dinner pick might not be a thirst trap.
But as we have now, you can post like 5, 10 fucking photos now on Instagram. Of course, now we can hide, the friend group, and then the next 2 pictures are the ones that are the thirst ones. So
and I think that's the deciding factor is where in the coordination of the slideshow
does she put that picture. And if I've seen that picture 3 times in the last year, well, number 3 ain't because fucking I'm there. You know what I'm
Hold on,
saying?
no,
Like,
no, no, say it again. Say it again.
like if I'm seeing the same 3 pictures go up and 2 of them or 1 of them's a thirst trap, if I see those same 3 pictures 3 times a year, you know, once it's past.
Then she's just fucking lame.
That's what I'm saying. Like once I get past the second and third one, well, I'm like, I know the third one's not because you're fucking there. You know what I'm saying? It's because, you know, you're trying to show some goods.
Yeah, if like, here's the thing: you can take a picture in the same outfit, but it can't be like recognizably.
That's what I say. Because when I say like the take me back photo.
Yeah, no, okay.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
take me back photo you can recycle. That's fine. Like, let's go back. But you can't repost the same pictures multiple times.
See, that's
now
what,
you can.
I
Post
see that
your
happen a lot,
story
though.
again,
But that's I see that happen a lot.
Take more pictures. You have
Take more pictures.
Like surprise me. You know what I mean? Here's the thing: your butt looks like your butt, no matter where you're at. You know what I mean? It's gonna still be your butt. But double entendre. Don't even ask me how. But yeah, if you're just recycling the same ones, you know, it's just like that's like this is funny. That's like when niggas use dick pics. They just have one. Like, bro, that dick pic is from 2008. Like, ain't shit changed. Like, you had your opinion.
They haven't used that shaving cream in the last.
She's looking at your dick pic like, where's the scar from your appendix removal? That's so weird. Your whole like,
Jesus.
It's like, oh, this,
I know. Like, what
niggas are using dick pics from their junior year of high school. Like, that shit don't make no fucking sense.
It even grow? Right there.
like, you know, sure, you know, but yeah, I think it's about like the placement of the pictures.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
Okay, I see it.
Oh, but back. All right, back to the roster. Also, did she bring the friend who's willing to fight? And did she bring the buzzkill? We all know the homegirl who's the buzzkill. If she brings her chaperone homegirl, I'm straight.
You're safe.
But the problem is, and this happens more often than not, if the chaperone homegirl don't fuck with you and your homegirl's about to make a bad decision, no one will put a battery in her back more.
Like that girl.
Because her whole friend group cannot like you. But the chick who moms him, if she don't like you,
you're over.
She only endorses
bad decisions.
Ideas.
I have a couple friends like that.
She will have that. She will have niggas jumping from the free throw line to get to her.
Sheesh.
And with that being said, we bring the conclusion of episode 23, the Jordan year, the young and the washed. I am Fat Face Fabio, Downtown Dunzo, the T.O. who's known to tiptoe around you hoes like I got turf toe. And with me as always,
of course, it's your favorite boy, light skin, Trey, straight out the barn. Gotta love it. And we got JP Media, the savant right here, the god himself.
You know, your favorite 12-year-old Samoan. And we're out.